Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another brand new episode of Minecraft PS3 Edition. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and of course, we will kick things off next to the Blitz Army Wall of Fame. And if you are wondering what this is, of course, every single week, what I do is, of course, after an episode of Minecraft PS3, at the very end of the episode, I tease you guys with a brain teaser. And then you provide your answers down in the comment section below, along with the nickname that you would like for me to use. And then I take all the correct answers, tally them up, and then pick one at random, and that person gets entered onto the Wall of Fame. So, of course, today, I guess it would be question number 14, right? So we're getting very close to 15 entries, which is quite cool indeed. But, of course, last week's question was, I believe it was something along these lines. I might not say it exactly as it was, but it's obviously the same meaning. And basically what it was is, what has many keys, however, you can't open anything with them? And the answer that I was looking for was, of course, a piano or a keyboard. I guess both kind of fit that particular little brain teaser there. So many of you guys, honestly, I'm not trying to say that I was shocked or anything, but it was absolutely incredible how many of you guys got this correctly. I think it was like 900. So this time, stick around because I've got a really tricky question for you guys. However, the person that won this particular challenge was the one, the only, Dark Star Gaming. So there you go, my friend. You have become victorious on this week, and you get entered onto the Blitz Army Wall of Fame, which is fantastic. So, I haven't done much renovating in this particular vicinity. However, I have done a lot of renovating in general, and we will get to that in just a brief moment. In fact, it looks like all my renovating and all my work have now preoccupied my entire collection of items here. So I'm going to go, oh, whoops, looks like that's full as well. All right, let's open this up then. And we'll get rid of some of these wooden planks, I should say. And some of these books as well. Spruce wood, yeah, I guess we could get rid of that. And some of this other wood here as well. Okay, so now we can pick up some of this food and fill up our belly, and we could say, get in my belly, because that would be very good at this point. So here we go, have a little munch here, nom 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 nom, nom 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 nom, and another nom 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 nom. There we go, very nice. Okay, so those baked potatoes were absolutely delicious, and now let's head onwards and outwards, I should say, and see what I have done in between the episodes. So as you can see, I've made this little panel, I've made this little road. And this leads outward, as you can see now. So this is going to be, I was thinking maybe we could do like a little pool down here. And I think that would be kind of cool, just so we could hang out there. That would be quite neato indeed. Then right down here, I've set up a little bit of an entranceway. So this is quite cool. And by the way, we're going to go ahead and come on down here. And then we're going to put a sign onto the wall here as well. And now we've got a name for this place as well. So I'm very excited to announce that from now on, this little area down here will be called the Blitz Mine. And I picked, a lot of you guys submitted fantastic names to the point that I literally had to do the same thing as I do with the challenge, where I just literally took like my favorites, I think there was like 23 in total that I really liked, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pick one, and then I just drew one out of, I actually wrote them down, and I drew one out at random, and the person that won was the one and only Game Many 2K. Actually, 2 people this week that have game in their name. I just realized that now. I didn't realize that prior to actually beginning to record. That's kind of interesting. I guess it's a game type of day. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and press 2K. Alright, so there you go, my friend. Thank you very much for your awesome submission, and thank you to all of you who have sent in your submissions. Do not be discouraged, because you will still, of course, have a chance to win at some point down the line. So what I did here is I just basically added some pillars right here to add a little bit more of a structural support to the golem garage, of course. And then, as you can see, I've made a continuous pathway right here. It splits up into 3 layers, because look at this, guys. It's Casper. I managed to actually get one of the chickens in here, which is fantastic. So this is going to be our little chicken coop here. I'm definitely going to build up a roof at some point for these guys as well. And we've got our first chicken in here, which, speaking of which, by the way, I do have 2 additional eggs, so we could go ahead and throw those and see if we could get another chicken. Oh, look at that! Now Casper has a baby! Oh, that is awesome! Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is fantastic. Yay! It's a Casper kind of day. Alright, so then of course, right up here, what I've done is I've basically cut down all these trees because I felt like, you know what, it would be far better if the cows had a little bit more access in that way, so I've obviously went ahead and cut that down, and I'm actually thinking that I might go ahead and chop down all this stuff as well, just so that there's a little bit of a bigger piece of land for just the cows to hang out on. That's most likely what I'm going to do, but only time will tell, of course. And then right down here, I've actually continued to basically assemble this little stairwell, which will lead right down to here and a continuation of our environment. So, if you remember, last time we did acquire quite a few books, and that was something that I was very, 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 very happy about, because I knew that that meant that we could now design some sort of a little enchantment area where we could come into this little area and then go ahead and enchant some of our handy tools and such, and I'm very, very excited about that proposition. I kind of find it interesting that over the last week or so, in many of my series, I've done a lot of enchanting things. So it's kind of interesting how I've almost been like, okay, let's just go and enchant stuff everywhere. Like almost on an enchantment kick or something. It's really, really bizarre and strange, but at the same time, it's super duper cool and fun. So, nonetheless, of course, we're going to go ahead and head on back to our home real quick. We're just going to need to grab a couple of things. Most importantly, just some resources to actually build what we're going to be working on. So, ideally, I would like to get some of these oak wood planks. I'm trying to think what kind of a mix of items I want to use. I'm actually thinking oak wood and dirt might give us an interesting look. I know that it's probably not going to be the sturdiest of things, just because if you think about it, obviously it's not going to be quite sturdy as a result of the fact that that was interesting. I don't know if that sentence made any sense, or if those words in that order make any sense. However, what I was trying to say is that I don't know if it's going to be a very sturdy build, but I think it's going to be a very interesting looking build. And actually, luckily, we don't need to have it very, very large. We don't need it to be very large. So luckily, we should have just enough in these 2 little stacks right here. So, first off, of course, we're going to have a little entranceway. So we'll put 2 doors right here. And then from what I understand, you can put... Okay, so let's just pretend that these are going to be the 2 doors, right? And then this is kind of where the walls are going to be, right? So let's just say it goes like this. Because again, I don't want to make it very large. I want to make it a pretty small build that just literally you come into this place and you enchant your stuff and you come on out. So if we place, let's say you walk on in, right? And then we put the enchantment table, let's say right here. Or maybe I could put just 1 door then, right? So we'll put 1 door here. Then we've got our enchantment table standing right here, surrounded all by books, right? Which would be pretty awesome. And I think you can have 1 space between the enchantment table, right? So, this is pretty good, I believe. I think this is as far as we would need it to be, right? So it would be 2 blocks here and 2 blocks there. And that is all good. Awesome. All right. This is going to be our little room here. Oh my, it's getting a little dark. Ooh, there's another chicken. I could go ahead and try to attract this chicken using these little seeds right here that I've managed to gather up. Hey, chicken, you want some of these? Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. We need more friends for Casper. Come here. He's like, I love you. I love you too. Come over here. Here we go. Here we go. Good job. Here, I'll give you some more. If you follow me, I'll give you plenty of seeds. Okay. No, guys. Guys, be nice. Be nice. Here. Hey, how about the little guy? Shouldn't he have some... Whoa, what was that? Did they just have a baby? Oh, look at this. Casper's starting a family. Oh, I've got a little tear on my eye. I have to admit, this is adorable. Oh, there's something really nice about that. Oh, that is awesome. All right, so, you know what? Since it's getting dark, I'm going to go ahead and head back home real quick, just so we could have a little nap and rest up. You know what? We'll let our snow golems nap. Casper and his family need to nap. And it would be pretty good for us to take a little bit of a breather and make sure that we do not get attacked by any of the monsters in the night, which would be very, very scary. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of a nap time. and then we'll wake on up nice, fresh and refreshed. Fresh and refreshed. That's interesting. That's almost like an Inception type statement. It's like, I'm not only fresh, but I'm refreshed. It's like, I'm fresh multiple times. All right, so let's head on back to our build here and see how it's going to turn out once we have this dirt in place. Because, I don't know, I feel like if I cover up the dirt with wood, it's going to give it an interesting dynamic. Especially because the dirt in this, with this particular texture pack, almost looks chocolate-esque. I think it's going to have a really, really interesting look to it. So, we'll see. I guess only time will tell. The only way we'll know if we like it is by actually putting it together. So, here we go. Things are coming together nicely. Ooh, there's Wolfie. How's it going, buddy? I actually might have a bone for you, bud. But the problem is, I really don't know where I could house you guys yet, because we don't have a little room for the doggies, which makes me feel kind of bad. And I don't want you guys to be together with the cows, because you might get into a little bit of a disagreement, and then things are going to get chaotic, and I'm going to have to be running around like a headless chicken, being like, oh, la la la, what is going on? Stop fighting, guys, stop fighting. And it's going to get really, really not cool. So, let's see. I'm thinking, do we want to go another layer or just leave it as it is? I think we're going to go with one more layer just to give it this really interesting look going on. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill it on up. And I'm actually kind of feeling like I might want to fill it up with some raw wood. Instead of wood planks, actually chop on down a little bit of trees, which actually might just go ahead and chop down this little guy right here. And then we're going to go, well, whoops, no, there we go. I don't know if we're going to have enough for what we need, but let's see. So I think we have 7 birch wood. I think we're going to need at least like a good 15 pieces or so. So let's see. We got 3 more right here. There's 4 more, 5 more, 6 more. So we should be right around at 13. So we just need 2 more pieces and we should be good. There we go. Okay, so that should be enough, hopefully, to go ahead and fill up the top of this and give it just a completely unique look, that's for sure. I am certain that this is going to be very unique looking. That's interesting how that little, I don't know, it almost like seems like sometimes the block appears and disappears. It seems like there's a little bit of lag going on sometimes, and I'm not sure what's causing that, to be quite honest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and crouch just to make sure that well, actually, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. Okay. No! That's not what I wanted to do. That is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, just pick that up. Be cool. All right, so now I'm realizing, by the way, that I'm going to need way more than what I thought we're going to need. Okay, so I'm going to turn the corner here. And I'm actually going to be able to tell you guys exactly how many more we need. So we need 3 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more over here. And then probably a good, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another 20. Okay. So a fairly good amount of actually birchwood we need for this. So I'm kind of surprised by how many we need. I didn't expect that we would utilize this many. But hey, I think it's going to give it an absolutely peculiar kind of look, which I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, why would you want something to look peculiar? Well, to be quite honest, considering that this is a room where kind of almost like a magical little event occurs, right? Because you walk in, place this weapon or tool or whatever it is that you want to enchant, and then suddenly this tool becomes almighty and powerful, and it's just really, really cool. So I just want that place to look kind of interesting and unique, you know, and a place that you would be kind of like almost skeptical to go into. You'd be like, oh, what happens over there, you know? I want to make sure that it's kind of a unique little look to it. Now, another thing that I wanted to address real quick is the fact that a lot of you guys were asking me if I could share this once I assemble it further, if I could go ahead and share the map. I don't know how it works on the PlayStation 3, so at this time, I'm not going to say yes or no, because again, I just simply don't know or don't have enough knowledge on the matter, and I would feel really, really goofy being like, yeah, for sure I'll do it, and then never actually getting it done, or the other way around, saying, no, I'll never do it, and then going back on my word and doing it. So for now, I'm just going to kind of have a typical, I guess almost like a politician response and say, no comment. Or a PR response, I guess. So, yeah, I apologize if you wanted a more concrete answer, but for now, that's all I'm going to say. But I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that I have seen your questions and I have seen your concerns in that particular matter and regard. So, all right, so now I'm going to need to get back up top here, which is not particularly good when I'm hitting my head against leaves. Okay, there we go. Very handy. So now we can go ahead and, and fall off the ledge, evidently. And I love how after I fall off the ledge, that's when I have the little crouch thing go on. I'm like, yeah, let's crouch now. That's a good idea. Not really, Blitzwinger. Okay, so let's crouch now. And then we're going to grab this little piece, turn it to corner. This is actually really cool. It almost like gives it this like really bizarre like Dalmatian type look. It's very, whoops. It's very interesting, that's for sure. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this to be angled. Nope, that's not angled. That is the opposite of angled. Oh, I dropped a piece. That's not good. Okay, so how do I get... There we go. That's what I wanted to do to begin with. Okay, there we are. Very nice. Oh man, it's going to look like some sort of like a... I don't know, like an Oreo ice cream up here, doesn't it? Like, this reminds me a little bit of like a cookies and cream type ice cream. Which now makes me want to have some cookies and cream ice cream. Oh, that would be delicious. I need to fix that little block there. I know I'm going to do that in just a moment. I'm just going to do that from the other side. I feel like I'll have a better chance of getting it just right. It's interesting how I got all the other ones correctly and fine, but for some reason this one did not want to behave correctly. Okay, come on, there we go. Ooh, all right. So this is fantastic. Things have come together quite nicely. Now, I am going to need to actually... I forgot to fill up all this, because... Of course, the door is only going to reach up here. Now, before we continue, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually grab our iron shovel, which is quite worn out, so I'm definitely going to need to get some more. But again, as you can see, I've done a lot of building in between episodes, so it's very understandable that it would be quite worn out as a result of that. So I am not mad or upset by that whatsoever. So we're almost done. Just a few more little dirt blocks to take care of. And then things are going to come together nicely. Then we're going to rush over back to our little blitz hut. And of course, we're going to need to go ahead and also assemble our bookcases and stuff. We still cannot have an enchantment table because I don't have obsidian. I think that we do have some diamonds, luckily, so that's great. But unfortunately, no obsidian means no enchantment table at this point in time. So here we are, almost done. All right, that is fantastic. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and craft some birch wood planks, which we will put to good use for some doors. And you know what? I do know that we're going to need some light in here because it is pretty dark in here. So there we are. All right, this is fantastic. Our little hut here is assembled. And it's super duper cool and unique looking. I love it. That is awesome. It's going to definitely be one of those rooms that you're going to be like, oh, I wonder what's over there. And we'll come up with a cool name for that as well. Probably in between episodes, I'll come up with something for that particular location. So, by the way, I still have no idea what I'm going to do over here. I haven't decided. I was thinking maybe to do just like a little hangout area or something. I'm not 100% certain though, so only time will tell, however. Oh, and I forgot, guys. I'm so sorry. I feel like a buffoon again. But my apologies. I completely forgot to say the fact that you guys were amazing. Last time we hit almost 700 likes, which was incredible. So I just wanted to thank you guys again. I always try to thank you as much as I possibly can for those types of things and just for being absolutely awesome all the time. So I just wanted to go out of my way again to thank you all. I forgot to do that at the very beginning, and I apologize for that. So, yay. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. I do have those books, which I believe I put away at this little storage, right? Okay, excellent. We're going to need some oak wood planks as well. We're actually going to need plenty of those, or just planks in general, that is. All right, so I'm going to get rid of these birch wood and some of this other stuff for now. And for now, we're going to head towards the bookcases, which I have no idea where they are because I've never assembled one. Ooh, look at that. I'm so excited to do this. This is going to be awesome when we get to build that enchantment table. That'll be fantastic. So, I'm wondering, is it... it's not in armor. It's not in mechanisms. Maybe decorate... Oh, there it is. I was going to say maybe in decorations, and then I saw it instantly. Alright, there we are. So, we've ended up with a pretty good bunch of books. About 12 bookshelves or so. But luckily, we do have that stronghold down below us, which means that we're going to be able to recover some more books. And that's probably what I'm going to do in between episodes, is I'll run over there and try to scour and grab up some more books for some bookshelves, of course, which would be very, very good for us. So that's what I'm going to do for sure, so that we can fill up that entire enchantment room with some of these lovely, lovely books. And bookshelves, I should say. Alright, so there's the little door right here. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and lay out all of our books like so. I probably did this for way too many books now that I'm thinking about it. I really didn't need these books. Oh, I did a little bit too many. Ay, carambas. Okay, well, we'll have the books, the little enchantment table right there. And then it's going to be completely surrounded by books. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. And we're going to fill this whole wall right here with books. And then this wall right here with books as well. And hopefully that will work. So, with all that being said, though, of course, there you guys have it. This will conclude this episode of course, Minecraft PS3 edition. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, of course, don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and of course, be absolutely awesome because you guys are awesome. So, with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. You guys are absolutely incredible. I will catch you guys next week with, of course, another episode of Minecraft PS3 edition, but before we conclude things, of course, it is time for the brain teaser of the week. And the brain teaser for this week is very challenging. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to give you guys a really challenging one and see how you fare. Because you guys have been just absolutely incredibly good at solving these. So, the challenge goes as follows. A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, then leaves on Friday. How did he do it? So there you go. I'm going to read it out once more. Pay attention to the details here. A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, then leaves on Friday. How did he do it? So, with all that being said, there you guys have it, of course. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, of course, do all the good stuff you guys always do. And, of course, I will catch you guys next week with another episode. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you. Okay, wait a minute. Looks like we need to have one final sword fight before we call it a day. Ah, la, 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 la. Well, it's actually a sword fight on our behalf. On the spider's behalf, it's more like a, I guess, crawling fight. But nonetheless, thanks all for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.